when we built Spezzle, we were talking with a couple of investors and like listening if we could find somebody who would be interested in investing in Spezzle to build a specification building tool for the Drupal community. But we got a really strong feedback from everybody we talked with that basically the Drupal developer market was too small, and that we wouldn't be able to get enough return on investment to make this work. And and that was very valid feedback, because it's true, there's like 5 to 10,000 Drupal developers now out there. So that's not enough to build a platform that's going to be hardcore for profit. So we took that feedback, we thought about it, and then when we saw, and then we found out after seeing what happened with Diaspora, that actually what we could try is do a sort of mixed service and donation platform. And basically the idea is that on top of what the community gets, people that would donate would also get specific services and sponsor packages and stuff like that. Now, the thing we want to do in our first round is to build a better documentation system for Drupal. We're talking with several people. I was talking with Addison and Gerhard about these things, and the thing that came out was that it would be pretty interesting to build a Drupal distro for documentation, which wouldn't not only be for Drupal documentation, but could also be used for other types of documentation, but that for us as a community could provide us with something like the localization server for documentation. So there's a central repository. You can submit, you can have your own repository, and you can submit documentation items that you've developed yourself locally back to the repository. The cool thing about DITA is that it's a single source, so it's very modular. So you can take the same documentation as Drupal.org and use it to like build project documentation for your customers, and you can export it into PDF, Windows help files, and stuff like that. The other thing, but this we already built, but if we raise enough money, then we're going to further expand on this. The fingerprint module and server is a configuration dump tool that you can use to compare configuration sets. Basically, it takes all the exportables in a site, and it puts them into like one dump, and then you can go and compare them. Either for common parts, so you can take several different dumps and compare them and see if there's anything in common, but you can also check it for changes. So like if you want to see if your customer is messing with your site, you could use this as a tool for that. The module and the service will be available from Drupal.org, so you'll be able to run your own server. But if you want some extra cool features for which you need like a lot of data, then there's going to be a fingerprint server that we'll be running. And then the third thing, because we wanted something really cool to give to our donors, is that we're going to reprint a Drupal card game. But this time we're going to do it with more cards, so we're splitting the site and module cards into two. So you're going to have sites and module cards, and we're going to have our designer, Gerge Kuruc. He's going to make like really cool graphics for them, so that you can like put a face on a module, which should be fun and should make it easier. Like you could probably also use this as a training tool to get people introduced to Drupal. If you want to hear more about this, go and check out modulecraft.com, or you could follow us on Twitter, and we'll be posting regularly there.